Yo, you know it is your boy DJ Filthy Rich.
Yeah, it's your boy DJ Big X.
And we are back. Welcome to the We Outside Show. You know the vibes. We got another dope episode for you today.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to talk about the music industry, the culture, everything that's going on outside. And the talk of the internet right now is this Roc Nation, Roc Nation distribution situation.
Man. Yeah. The crazy thing about it is, even when you talk about the whole Roc Nation, it's predatory toward the artist. You know what I'm saying? It's like a predatory contract. So when you actually read into it, and I think one of the things that Russ was really making a big deal about was the control and what you're actually giving away in the contract.
Right. So I've seen different perspectives on that, and I know some people were saying the only reason Russ is going so hard against Roc Nation is because he's a brand ambassador for TuneCore. But we did some research.
Yeah, I did some research, and I'm looking at it, and
Russ ain't wrong.
Nah, Russ not wrong. I mean, when you look into it, they're taking 15%. They want full control. Even when you leave Roc Nation, they still can have control over the stuff that you put up. You can't. It ain't like you just leave. You just get straight out the contract and your stuff come down. Even if you wanted to get your stuff taken down, it take a while for it. They can take as long as they want to.
Right.
They can withhold money as long as they want to. I mean, the whole contract is just predatory.
Yeah, the one thing that jumped out to me the most when we were looking at it is they can change the contract at any time and it's still binding.
Yeah, bro. Like,
I ain't never heard of that before.
Yeah, that's crazy. That was crazy for me because, like, I've been in the music business for a long time and I never heard of that type of practice where if me and you sign a contract, I can go in and make the contract be whatever I want to make it be.
At any time?
Anytime I want to.
So what is the point of even having it?
So if you get a hit record and I'm only getting 20%, I can just up my percentage.
Yeah, to 100 if you want to.
If I want to.
According to that.
Yeah, because if I can make any changes I want to in the contract during the duration of the contract, I can give myself more than 20% any given time. And then on top of that, if they spend any type of money, there's no real accounting. They can kind of they can kind of set whatever fees they want to set.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And there's a few companies out there that kind of move like that. That's why I always say to artists, you know, it takes nothing now, especially with ChatGPT.
Yes, we love
you
Chat.
You could put those contracts in ChatGPT and have ChatGPT redline and look for predatory practices in those contracts.
For sure. And you need to do that, especially if you can't afford a lawyer. That's really a game changer.
Yeah,
Chat,
I mean, listen,
bro.
When they start talking about AI, they always talking about how AI was going to take jobs. I mean, listen, if you don't really have to learn the money for an attorney right now, AI is the best attorney going.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Because it doesn't cost anything to type in your concerns.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If you're reading a contract and you go, well, I want to know how much money I'm gonna make out of this and what are they making from it. You can type that in, put the contract in there, type in what you're trying to get out of it, and ChatGPT or AI tell you exactly what the contract and how it works for you and how it'll work against you.
Right. So there's good and bad to the AI. Because something I learned a long time ago, you know, we've been on chat earlier.
Oh, yeah,
we like tech guys. I learned a long time ago when you're doing those prompts in ChatGPT too, for people who don't understand complicated things, the best thing to put in that I used all the time, explain it to me like I'm 10 years old.
Yeah, I mean, I used to do it. I used to always go straight, explain it to me like I'm a fifth grader.
There you go. Yep. Because that's the best prompt because it's going to break it down. There's no...
Are you smarter than a fifth grader?
Sometimes you ain't. It's not when it comes to them contracts, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, Roc Nation, I think what they're doing is leaning on that brand name because Roc Nation is a big name.
Yeah.
So some people are not intelligent. They get caught up in hype and they're like,
right.
Oh man, I'm going to do that because I'm going to be with Roc Nation.
But even yeah, I mean, and that's kind of like what ChatGPT was saying is like, you know, they're more leaning more on the prestige of their name, opposed to actually building a platform that actually help the artist. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So are you really signing to Roc Nation because it's a great platform that can propel your career? Now, what it did say is it will prepare your career if you already got traction. But what if you don't have any traction? You really just signing on because it's Roc Nation.
Right. They're not going to give you traction.
Well, I mean, per ChatGPT, they have some of the worst marketing services out of all the distributors.
The worst.
The worst.
So I'm not hearing many benefits, man.
You know
I'm not hearing many benefits.
And it really making me want to stand behind what Russ is saying. And it really, not really just so much of what he's saying toward Roc Nation, but what he's saying toward the whole distribution system
in general.
All of them. I mean, I think all of them need to be looked at, because when you look at it, even when you think about Roc Nation jumped into business because of how many independent artists it is right now. So just think, are they really jumping in because they want to see these artists get to the next level, or are they doing it because, just think about how many artists are going to put up music this year that's not going to go anywhere that they can still control?
Well, okay, so that leads us to the point that none of these really are record labels. These are tech companies collecting data.
Boy, thank you. That's the thing about it now, you know. And I seen Simba say, what was my man's name? Simba?
Yeah, rapper Simba. Yeah, for sure.
He was talking about this. If y'all get a chance to catch
a friend of the show, Simba was on one of our first episodes.
Yeah, if you get a chance to catch that clip he got online, man, he's talking about that too. I mean, we've moved into an area now in the music business to where it's tech. Everything is tech.
Yeah,
like,
and
I've
data
been saying
collection.
that for the last few years, but you know, nobody was listening. Now I think now we really know, like, everything right now is digital. Mm-hmm. Everything is digital. Everything you do is connected to some type of technology.
It is, and it's not going to change. It's only going to keep doing that. Because I actually saw something else where these guys were talking about even how money, right? Like paper money, they've been slowly phasing it out. Like, you know, they just got rid of the penny, right?
Did they?
They stopped.
I know they was talking about it, getting rid of it.
It costs more to produce a penny than it does to have it. So they're getting rid of the penny's gone already. They're not producing the penny anymore. Wow. So this is a test. We're going to get used to that. Then they're going to phase out something else. And eventually what they're doing is they're going to phase out paper money. So everything's going to be digital. You're already on, you got your Apple Pay and all that stuff. But we're already getting used to that.
Yeah.
But what the guy was saying was, and I never even thought about this, they can control everything once all the money is digital. He's like, imagine this scenario. You get paid $200 digitally from your job.
Right.
And what if they say you can only spend $100 of this? Or they have so much data on what you spend, they say, you know what, you don't eat enough vegetables, so this money don't work on meat. You can only buy vegetables.
Well, that's what's coming. Well, now it's funny you talk about that, because that's the whole thing that's coming with this whole new digital AI, this whole digital ID thing, that they want to be able to control your money, control where you go. They want to know what you're doing at all times, which they probably, like right now, just being honest, if you're on the phone, you're using any of these.
Yeah, they're doing it anyway.
They're doing it anyway. Now, at this point, they're just going to let you know that, listen, we got a system that we've been running for years.
Right.
Now, we just letting you know we're doing it.
But controlling your spending is kind of crazy, because it's like, even he was saying, like, let's say there's a group of people on the West Side who don't like Trump, and they doing a rally. They're like, yo, we doing a rally today. Right. We're going to talk about Trump. They could be like, nah, your money won't let you get on the train to go to the West Side because you going against him. So you can't even travel over there.
See, now that goes back to what we was talking about doing, like COVID, when I was putting all this stuff up online, and we was talking about your social credit card. You remember that?
Social currency,
Remember I was talking about that?
Yeah, they do that overseas.
But that was something China was trying. I don't know if they still doing it in China.
Okay.
But that was something that they was trying out in China, and I kept telling people, it may not come in that form, but it's going to reach America in some type of form. Yep. So everything you talking about is just that form of that same thing. It's just a dumbed down version of it. Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying?
Dog, we live in the future for real.
Oh yeah, man, this is the Jetsons, no lie.
It is. Where the flying cars at though? Like, I always knew there was flying cars when I was a kid. Bro.
I'm waiting to go see the Jetsons movie. They got to do the Jetsons movie.
You seen who's playing George Jetson?
No.
So you just saying this? You didn't know they really making one?
No, they making one for real.
Boy, Jim Carrey playing George Jetson, bro.
Oh, get out!
I just saw it like 2 days
playing.
ago. That's what they said.
Look how I spoke that into it. Look,
you did. That's gonna be hard.
Crazy.
Yeah.
But you got it. But listen, if you a guy grew up like me, if you watched that cartoon when you grew up, man, everything that we see right now, we doing it.
Yes.
Everything.
Yes. Everything.
If you go walking sidewalks, talking phones.
Yep. All right, now this is the one that's freaking me out though. I would not buy this, bro. But you see, they got Rosie was the robot maid. You know they got them robots now. They're supposed to be like.
Well, they got the robots that be in the park. You seen it? They got a robot that be in the.
I don't like that, bro. I'm not. With
that's a part of AI. You got to get used to that.
Man, I would not let no robot around my son, bro.
Why not?
Because I seen iRobot. I seen the Terminator.
Come on, man, stop.
I see, man, you tripping. You don't feel like.
But listen, I'm being
robot,
honest with you. You got, and this is being from a tech space.
No.
A robot can only do what you input into it.
That's not true.
It doesn't have a mind of its own.
It don't matter. Things malfunction. Technology, electronics malfunction.
Even if it malfunction, that type of coding has to be put into that machine.
No.
It doesn't just code that manufacture. It doesn't manufacture itself.
You believe that?
Yeah, I believe that.
Nah, hell nah. There's
So
hackers. Yeah, there's hackers. There's hackers. What if somebody hack in, like, hey, man, kill that nigga. Your ass is killed, nigga. There's nothing you can do about it. You gonna think it's washing dishes, gonna turn around and throw a plate at your head like a frisbee. You gonna be like, oh, what the fuck?
Really? Yeah.
No.
Listen.
No.
Well, let me take that back.
Wait, say the question to the camera, because they probably couldn't hear it.
Okay. Well, what he asked was, would we get into a WAYMO car?
Correct. You're saying yes. I'm saying fuck no.
Why not?
For the same reason I wouldn't have a robot in my house, bro. I don't trust electronics like that. I'm not with that. Like if it malfunctions, them cars have malfunction. I wouldn't even get in a Tesla. I don't get in Teslas. That self-drive shit, I ain't doing that. You crazy?
But you trust your money on a computer. What's the difference?
No, I don't trust my money on the computer.
I
don't really have a choice. That's an app. And that could mess up, but that's not controlling something. It's not something that can physically hurt me.
Okay, I'm just trying to make it make sense.
No, I'm with you. Like, okay, so if let's say the app take my money, right?
Right.
I'm gonna be mad. I'm gonna be upset.
Right.
But getting in a car that can run me off the road, or a robot in the house that could just karate chop my head off.
But if you notice, those cars are set to a certain type of mapping. They don't go off of that mapping
until they do. You got too much trust, bro. You have way too much trust.
Man, I just believe in it, bro.
Why?
Because it's the way. But like, listen, if you don't start adapting to it now, then you're gonna be the old guy trying to figure. You're gonna be the old guy going, I don't know how this work.
I'm gonna keep driving my Porsche. Why would I get in that car?
But why you wouldn't want a car that you could just get in and get in the back seat and just
no? I get a driver. That's my goal. My goal is to make enough money to where I can get a Maybach and I can sit in the back seat and there's a human.
Let me ask you this, and I'm gonna ask you this a real question now.
Okay.
Would you, if those cars ran right now about 40,000-50,000, would you buy one?
The WAYMO car?
Yeah.
No. What the price got to do with it?
Because I think if those cars were available, I think you'll see a lot more people riding in them.
No, I think
you see a lot more people in those cars.
I wouldn't be in it, and I don't even like driving around them. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I don't like them. You know what I'm saying? Like when I see one, I like back up. I don't even want to swerve. I
don't feel that way because if you really look at the car, it's cameras all the way around that car. If you watch anything like playing video games, if you that same technology is there. So when you see the lines, the car know what it's doing.
Until it don't. Like what happens if the car? I think Rick Ross said this one time. Like, what if the Tesla just lock you in one day and you just stuck in there?
Well, they just had a girl that was locked in the car the other day. So.
Did they?
Yeah.
See? What are you talking about? So that's what I'm saying. And it's just my luck. It'd be me. I'd be the one to get locked in the car or ran off the
But I will say this, bro. Filthy. Don't be afraid of technology, bro.
I love technology, but I don't want it to. I am afraid of some of it. I am.
I mean. Okay, let's say that same robot. You wouldn't let that robot come and clean your house?
No. Are you crazy? I would never let a robot in my crib, bro.
Why?
You said not a what?
Like even your son is going like not even a...
No. What kind of robot? A Roomba? Nah, a Roomba it can't hurt me. Roomba ain't got arms and legs and superhuman artificial strength, intelligence. No. A Roomba, yeah, that's a little thing. No, I would never let a robot in my crib. Never. 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 Ever. Ever.
Crazy.
Ever.
That's crazy.
I wouldn't, bro. I don't trust it. I don't trust it.
I trust it enough to where I would get a robot. I would get a WAYMO.
Really?
I'm a tech guy, so you know I believe in it. I trust it. But you know what I'm saying?
So there's no part of you is like, yo, these things can malfunction and
I believe they can malfunction, but the likelihood of them, I mean, you get in a plane, it's computerized.
But there's humans piloting the plane.
But
there's a pilot and a co-pilot.
But 90% of the time, once it takes off, you're being controlled. It's controlled 90% of the time by a computer.
But when an engine blow or something, guess
what?
Then
you got to manually control.
Then Denzel come in and land that bitch upside down and we straight.
But bro, this is what I'm saying. 90% of the time you're in the air, you're relying on the computer.
Hey man, what I don't know won't hurt me.
So listen, that's even worse than a WAYMO.
Yeah, it is.
Okay, think about that.
But there's people there for quality control. The WAYMO, there's nobody.
You in the car, I mean, if something was to actually go wrong in that WAYMO, right? You can't tell me you wouldn't get in that. You wouldn't stop it. You wouldn't get in the front seat and try to stop it or fix it.
Yeah, of course I would.
Thank you.
Oh, so it's on me to save myself.
Right. I mean, but if you
But it was too late. You in the back seat chilling.
I mean, I don't think the Waymo gonna be going 100 miles an hour because it's like all city streets. It ain't. You ain't getting on the highway in the Waymo. Now that's what I'm not doing.
Why not?
I'm not getting on the highway because it's like getting in a plane. Shit.
But you trust it. You're the tech guy. You trust it.
I do trust it, but I'm just saying I don't know if I will get in a Waymo on the highway.
Ain't no way. Okay, so what about the Teslas? Would you do the self-driving Tesla on the highway? I seen them fuck up
But you know
too.
what the crazy shit about that though, man, just being honest with you, I actually wanted that feature. I was gonna get a Tesla because I wanted that feature.
Really? No, I can't do it, bro.
Yeah.
I can't do it. Yeah, but what if you try to turn it off and it don't turn off? What if you're doing the self-drive and the Tesla's like, no, I'm not turning it off.
That's why you got a brake.
What if the brake don't work? The whole thing is computerized. What if it cut it off? No, I'm in control, human. We going over here off this cliff, Jack.
I get it, but that's the
lock the doors.
That's
the doors locked.
I don't know the word I want to say, but
break the window. You think I'm Sylvester Stallone or something?
I don't know the word I want to use for that, but is that your ego just saying, yo, I just got to be in control?
Yes, I'm in control of my life. Yes.
Okay.
I always want to be.
I just had to
as much as I can. I don't want to put myself in unnecessary danger.
But I'm just being this. I'm gonna be honest, and we got to move on. I'm just being honest though. It's a lot of part of your life digitally right now that you don't control. That you're saying I can't use this part of technology, but I could use it over here too.
No, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. But
because you're saying what I know of, I'm cool with, but what I don't know of.
Yes. And no, my main point is physical injury. If the app crash on my bank account, my money gonna be fucked up and I'm gonna be very upset. But it ain't gonna hurt me physically. The car crashing could kill me. The robot could kill me, dog.
Man, come on. Yeah, that's true, but for me, I'm fucking with the Waymo.
I'm fucking with it way less than you are. I ain't with it. Shout out to everybody. Yo, let us know in the comments if you trust
man,
the
like,
Waymo.
Listen, if you rode in a Waymo, man, and you in the comments, man, let us know what your experience been like.
Yeah, and let me know if you would get a robot in your house. If you would let a robot be in your house. It's too many movies that I've seen. I've never seen a good ending of the movie that had a robot in the house.
You got to think about it like this.
What's her name? Megan? Megan?
Your man, I think your man left the White House because he's really going to make the $20,000 robot.
Who?
Elon Musk. He has the technology. He has already. I think. Did you see the video that one time where 2 Chainz went to the party and they had the robots and Kim Kardashian had a robot?
No.
Yeah, so go on YouTube. He's already created the robot, so they coming. I think they're gonna run about $20,000 to $40,000 to have a robot in your house.
Yeah, Kasana had a robot at his crib.
Yeah, it's gonna be about $20,000, $20,000 to $40,000.
Yeah. But I'm not with it. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing
Man, listen, if I could get a robot to come in my house and clean my house every day, man, come on, stop playing with me. And I could set the task and go clean my house, clean the yard, mow the grass. What? Are you kidding me?
Now, what if that robot is outside cutting the grass with the lawnmower? It's like, you know what? I'm about to just go mow Big X down.
You live
with the who? A Rizbot? No. Man, a Rizbot.
See, that's what I like about the kids. See, listen, your child is the future, so he's gonna have.
He gonna have it.
Are you gonna have a robot? See,
not in my house when you move out.
So this the other side. Would you let a robot cook for you?
No. Listen, they don't know no seasonings or nothing.
Bro, they got the robots that are gonna actually run the recipe to the T.
Not like grandmama,
like
grandmama don't have no recipe. She go off taste. She be like,
grandma learned from a recipe first, and then she added.
Grandma was watching. She put a little pizzazz on there. They tasted. They salt to taste. A robot can't salt to taste.
He can't salt to taste, but he's gonna make it exactly like that.
Y'all just being lazy, bruh. This is laziness, man. This is where everybody gonna be fat and fucked up because you're gonna let robots do everything for you. What you gonna be doing?
Chilling,
like
smoking one.
You let a robot roll your blunt?
Hey man,
that'd be the best kind.
What? Because it probably gonna be perfect. Too.
Accurate, like the most accurate blunt ever.
Precise.
Yo, but you said, all right, so I want to go back to Elon because that's kind of crazy too. I'm not a conspiracy theorist guy, but sometimes, like, Elon Musk has always made me uncomfortable. When I look at him and I watch him talk, I be feeling like he ain't no real person. I be feeling like he might be a robot.
Man, when you think about Elon,
I'm dead serious.
Like this, and this is a theory. This is like you start talking about conspiracy theory. So, and then when you do that, I gotta go crazy. I gotta go left, right?
Let's go.
So, you do know that the Hitler kids and the Hitler family moved to America after the whole Germany Nazi thing, right? Okay. So I've always wondered, was Elon Musk and his family, because they from South Africa and all that, are they part of that family line?
But if that wouldn't make sense because they moved to America. Elon's people, they're from South Africa,
right? So
that wouldn't mix. South Africa, you said the Hitler people were in America, so they ain't.
But no, they left. They got kicked out of Germany. A lot of the Hitler family got kicked out of Germany, so they had to go to different places.
Oh, you're saying what if they went to South Africa?
Yeah, they could have went to South Africa because a lot of them came to America.
Well, his pops is racist. You seen him the other day? What he said?
No.
Oh man, Elon Musk's dad?
No.
He was bold with it too. I like my race. I'm bold and crisp. My racism just bold and crisp, so I ain't got to guess. He said, you ain't got to guess. I know you don't fuck with me. I don't fuck with you. He said they were talking about technology and something else, and they asked his dad, I forget the question they asked him, but he was like, basically, damn, I don't want to misquote it, but he was saying, do you want to go back to us being in the jungle? And he was talking about like being around us and shit. And I'm like, damn, dog. So if that's his dad, he was raised that way.
But you gotta understand, man. And I ain't even being funny. Those cats, they probably got so much money, they don't be around us at all. So it's like we probably foreign to them.
Exactly.
You get what I'm saying? And then when they do get around us, depending what type they get around,
right? Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And they use that as a place to judge. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And then some of us, it's just crazy to me. If you look at, and I always said this about Instagram when we talk about technology. If you look at Instagram, you only see us on Instagram and those platforms fighting, doing crazy shit. Yep. You know what I'm saying? But you never see go and put a white guy up there getting his ass kicked. Go put a white guy up there getting choked out. Or that. They're gonna tell you can't put it up there.
They're gonna flag you.
They're gonna flag you,
shadow ban you,
all that. You get what I'm saying? Are they gonna ask you to tell you to take it down? Yeah. So that's why I said, and I had this post I was gonna put up this morning. I said, we scream black excellence, but we promote black ignorance.
That's a bar. Say it again. What I'm saying?
We scream black excellence, but we promote black ignorance.
Damn.
See what I'm saying?
Yes.
So when you think about that, when you look at all this shit we're talking about now, even from Elon Musk, all we doing is we're buying into the propaganda of the ignorance of liking ignorant shit. You see what I'm saying? Because at one point everything we did was about the progression of black people, how we get to the next level.
Yes.
What happened to that shit?
The programming and the powers that be did that through the entertainment.
Just think about this. Now when you go look at and I hate to say it like this, when you say, you're going to look at what we were back in 10, 20 years ago, maybe 25 years ago, we would say the Black Queen. When you go look at the Black Queen,
yes,
on Instagram now, the only thing you see her do now is she got her ass turned to the camera.
Yep.
She's twerking. Every party you go to, you see the same activity. What happened?
Yeah. They were even talking about, like, even, your era, like, bro, we had Tribe Called Quest, we had X Clan, we had, like, even the De La Soul.
Shout out to De La. The album just came out today.
Fire. That Nas verse is incredible. But KRS-One, the teacher, like, the music was teaching us. We was even dressing. Remember the African medallion, the red, the black, and the green? Was I not just
telling you about that the other day? I was telling Street that I said, man, back in 88, 89, we took the gold off and we was wearing black medallions.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying?
The black fist, the Afro pick, all of that. Like, tap into our roots, always reminding each other that we're kings and queens. We come from Africa. All that's gone. Now we talk about this all the time. Now it's op sliding and all this.
But you got to think. I think when the corporate companies bought into hip hop,
that's it.
I think they liked the music, but like 88, 89, when they got a taste of Public Enemy, KRS-One, X Clan, Poor Righteous Teacher, that shit scared the hell out of them.
It did.
Because at this point now, I know when I first started listening to hip hop, that's when I started learning about Marcus Garvey, all this different black Afrocentric shit. You get what I'm saying?
Yep.
I started reading books that they was writing. You know, Carol want to take you into some shit. Go read this book. Go read that. When I started reading, I started getting educated. So then I started to understand, like about 90, 91, why they started trying to phase that music out.
They were galvanizing us because we weren't learning that in school.
Right.
You know what I mean? They picked 2 people in school to teach you about Martin Luther King and Rosa Parks. Right. You know what I'm saying? But all that extra stuff, it was coming from hip hop.
And it's crazy. You was in Jersey and I was in Georgia. We had the same we had the same black experience.
Yeah.
Black history experience.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure. And I would have thought Georgia would have been more, teaching, but I mean, obviously not, right? It's the South. They try to super push
they just dumbed it down. You know what I'm saying? Like we like I really felt like people up north was more in the know of like what was really happening. You know what I'm saying? Because you had the 5%ers.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
I was about to say that.
Yeah, all these different
the gods
type
and the
of
earths.
you had all these different type of organizations going on. Where here we only had like the SELC. It was more like Southern Christian League, shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So it was more Christian based than it was built off of just knowing knowledge of self. You know what I'm saying?
That's the key, knowledge of self, right? Okay, so let me ask you this then. Do you think because the corporations programmed multiple generations to not love ourselves and to look at ourselves a certain way, is there a way to reverse that? Do you think? Or do you think it's over with? Do you think we could ever go back to that?
I mean, I think it starts with us, though. You know what I'm saying? I think it had to be a change in the music. It's got to be a change in just how we live, bro. Like, cause you got to think we lived a lot simpler, even though we complained about a lot of stuff back then, but we lived a whole lot simpler back then. You know what I'm saying? I was looking at this video on YouTube the other day, and I don't know if y'all ever see it, but they had like a video of like people being in the park. You know how people do the old videotapes?
Yeah.
They show like back in the 90s when people was in the park, an event that was going on, they was showing everybody. When you look at even the girls back then, they was fine, but they wasn't naked.
Yeah, fully clothed, super fine.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes. Yep.
And you still could appreciate it. Now I'm just trying to figure out like what happened to the point to where black women felt like they have to be naked. Like last night I'm in the store. I'm an older guy, and I'm pretty much been in the streets all my life. You get what I'm saying? But I'm in the store. I'm seeing young guys with pistols on it. You know, I ain't scared of a pistol, but at the same time, it's like shit. You already know a lot of these dudes, they ain't never shot a pistol before.
Exactly. They
you
gonna
see
hit
what
the
I'm
wrong
saying?
person anyway.
So I'm just trying to figure out when did the young cats just really like this whole lifestyle of being a real nigga, street nigga, like they don't understand how damaging that shit is. Like I seen a dude on Glenwood the other day. I was like, damn, bro, do you understand once you go to jail how much of your life you giving away, bro? Mm-hmm. Like, nigga, if you ever been in jail and you ever sat in the motherfucking cells, bro, that's a terrible feeling, bro.
Now imagine being there for 30 years. That's like so Mike Epps was saying.
Yeah,
we
bro.
celebrate the wrong things. You celebrate the guy coming out of jail, but that's not really a celebration. We need to be celebrating the people who graduated college or who started a business. We don't even do that.
Like, just think about it. Like, just think when I was growing up, for somebody that was coming out of Morehouse or Spelman or any of those HBCU schools, it was a big deal. Even for the families that had kids coming out of those schools, that was a big deal. We minimized that shit to the point to where you don't even see college graduations like you used to online. And then you got the white people now that's like, man, then when we do try to give y'all a spotlight to do a graduation, y'all turn up at the graduation.
We do turn up. I turn up at graduations. I'm one of them. I ain't gonna lie. Because I feel like you're supposed to.
It's a celebration.
Yeah, man. Well, my little baby, my niece, she graduated.
But it's just like they say, it's a time and a place for everything.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that is supposed to be a special ceremony, not an event.
No, I don't agree with that. I'm gonna tell you why too.
Why?
Because all right, so like my kids, they hate this, right? So my kids, I'm very proud of them too. Both of my kids have gotten straight A's.
Okay.
Every single semester since they've been in school. I'm talking about from first grade to now. Now they're in middle school, right? So the school that they go to is dope because when they do the honor roll thing, they allow the parents, they allow us, they give us, I think they said like 2 minutes where you can make as much noise as you can when they call your kid up. So like when my son or my daughter, they call her name and they come up and be like, straight A's, Kennedy Graham got straight A's. Me and my wife, we got cowbells. We like, ah, woo, like loud as fuck. They allow you to do it. And I think that's the dopest thing because it's like, I think it's positive reinforcement on the kids, number one. And it's kind of ghetto, but it's funny. Like everybody there is having a good time, so it's not just like Marcus
But
Graham,
that's cool
straight
when
A's.
but that's cool when it's like
you should be able to do that graduation
when it's expected. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But when it's not expected,
they should allow it.
You call your son up there, and as soon as he gets his diploma, he go to doing something crazy. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
I feel like if you spend all that money at that school and you made it, you should be able to do whatever the hell you want to do with that graduation. You know how much school you know how much college costs. You had a daughter. Shit.
Yeah, bro.
You should be able to do whatever you want. You paid for that experience.
Yeah, but I just go back to, I'm an old school guy. There's a time and a place for everything.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? That's just me. And that's the old school in me. You know what I mean?
Yeah. All right, so speaking of getting out of jail, Blueface just came home and Max B came home.
Right.
I personally didn't. I ain't miss Blueface because it was never.
I mean, when as we talk about him now, I'm still trying to figure out what was, no disrespect to him.
Nah, at all.
But like for real, I don't remember the Blueface record.
It was one. It was
Was it Tatiana?
Yes,
that's what it was.
That was it.
Okay, yeah, okay. Then I do remember.
But then he got more famous for doing all the shit that we're talking about, like him with.
But that goes back to
outside of music.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about again. It's like. It is not about the music no more. Now he's more famous for doing crash out shit and dumb shit than he's known for being an artist. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So when you think about that, how do you value him as an artist?
I don't. You know what I mean? To me, he's a one-hit wonder. And then it's like, okay, they're like, hey, Blueface home. What are we celebrating?
But okay.
Shout out to him coming home. I mean, you don't want nobody in jail.
Home, yeah.
I'm not saying it like that. I'm talking about far musically. It's like.
But musically, I mean, now that you know his story, he's been in jail, he's back out now. As a DJ, it's a DJ question.
Yeah.
Are you looking forward to the next Blueface record?
No.
Does his social presence make you as a DJ want to play his records?
No. Me personally, no.
Do you think other DJs feel that way too?
Probably, yeah. Like he was never lit like that. Like it was never like, yo, man, I can't wait till Blueface dropped the new mixtape. I've never heard nobody say that. Again, not knocking him. I'm just answering the question. I'm just being real. That's my opinion. And then, I just don't see it.
So what are we celebrating? Like,
I don't know. A black man is free on the streets. That's good. I hope you do better, brother.
And then you got your man Max B that came home, happy. Like I said, we don't want to see nobody in jail, but at the same time, why are we celebrating him? I mean, didn't he rob somebody or something?
Yes.
And somebody died or something?
Yes.
I mean, like I said,
the answer is yes.
That's a New York guy. I'm not.
He went to jail for doing real criminal activity. You know what I'm saying?
Well, so why? What's the celebration for?
Because people love the music.
I mean, I did see him at the Jets game.
He came out of jail, went straight to the Jets game, was on the field. He performed with Monica. He lit. His coming home party.
But my only problem with that kind of shit is that, like, what about the people who's actually put hard work and time that deserve to get that type of experience that may in their music career may never get that fucking experience. But you got a guy who's went to jail, committed heinous crimes, and we celebrate them and give them the things that the hardworking guy probably will never get.
Hey man, they gonna hate us for this, but this is some real shit, and this is the conversation that we need to have because niggas will say, "Oh man, y'all hating on." No, we're asking real questions like, "What are we celebrating? Who are we propping up, and who are we letting fall to the wayside that needs to get propped up?"
Right.
These are conversations we need to have, and people will say, "All right, y'all coalition DJs, y'all part of the problem." We probably have contributed to a lot of this, but the music we can only play with the people wanted us to play.
Hear. Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, you're a DJ. I mean, like, you can have a side of you that say, "Yeah, man, politically, I don't like none of that shit. I ain't gonna play none of it." But you already know, as a DJ, to keep your job, you may have to play Sexy Red.
Right.
You might have to play a few songs that you don't want to play or that might not be to your liking or your taste or something that you would get behind. That's just part of being a DJ.
Exactly. That's the job. But the job doesn't make who you are as a person.
Right. Because, just being honest, a lot of shit I play I don't like. You know
me
what I'm saying?
Too. Same for me.
But do the people like it?
They love it.
I'm here to serve the people as a DJ. That's my job as a DJ, serve the people. It's not about my personal taste.
Right.
Whether I was telling one DJ the other day, he was saying, like, I just don't like that person, period. Like, I just don't like who he is as a person. And I'm going like, but what do that have to do with you playing the record, his music?
Right. Nothing.
His personal life, what he does in his personal life, how does his personal life affect you as a DJ?
It doesn't.
I'm just curious because that's what has me fucked up with this music now is that we're more wrapped up into people's personal lives than we are wrapped up into the music. And that's why, and it's not to like look down on Blueface. It's just one of those things like I would much rather see him pushing his music than them to keep having them do the buffoonery shit that I see him do online.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Right.
Because you're not paying into yourself. You're really clowning yourself. You know what I'm saying?
It's the minstrel show. But that's what the labels want. And that's what the people want, which is a shame, right? Now it's like, yo, who can make the biggest fool of themselves? Like, okay, we talk about Ray J. That's my guy, right? I love that Ray J. I always bring him up because I fucking love Ray J. I think it's funny, but I know that it's an act.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, he's just grabbing attention because it generates money.
I think he's seen, and this is just me being honest, I think he's seen the Orlando Brown show.
Yeah.
And he understood that people would much rather see a clown than they would much see me be the serious Ray J artist, the artist,
right?
The talent,
right?
Because the nigga got talent. You can't take that away from him. Mm-hmm. But are people buying into his? Do people want to buy into his talent? Do they want to buy into his buffoonery?
Yeah, well, it goes back to what we said before. In order to be an artist, you have to create some type of content,
right?
Some type of hype to say, look at me, look at me. All right, I got all y'all looking. Here's my music. And I feel like that's what everyone is doing.
But I get that. But then it's like what, and I know I'm gonna say this nigga here old as hell. This motherfucker old as hell. But listen, all I'm saying is, what if? And I know we live in a different era. Do you think the older cats from back in the day, if they had the same opportunity to present it on a platform like they doing now, do it take away from the music? Like if Marvin Gaye was around right now, he had that same platform. Do it take away from the music?
Yeah, but I also feel like they was more talented than these people are. You know what I mean? I think these people, because talent should always cut through, right? Like when you're extremely talented, sometimes a lot of this extra shit is to make up for I won't say the lack of talent, but they're not as talented as, like Marvin Gaye is a great example. Like all Marvin got to do is start singing, bro. That whole room will be like, whoa.
Right.
Some guys, they need a little auto-tune on that thing. You know what I mean?
But
so I don't know. I think it's making up for a lack of talent. And again, people just can't turn away from a train wreck. Like love and hip hop, shit like that. Like,
I mean, this is a culture. We always say culture. Mm-hmm. Is this the culture that we've created, that we've come to like, that we can't walk away from it?
Yes, I don't think we created it, but I think the money.
But how do you say we didn't create it?
Because I think it was created by an agenda. I always feel like there's an agenda, and money was thrown into that agenda, and niggas started seeing the money.
Okay, I take that. Maybe we didn't create it, but we definitely bought into it.
Yes, absolutely. A whole generation is bought into it.
Right. Well, more than one generation.
Yeah, really. And look where we are now.
Right.
Like, man, okay. Did you see those in Chicago? Those kids beating up.
Yeah,
the kid and her mom?
I haven't seen the video. I've been trying to see it, but I don't want to see it.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
It's like one of the things like, man, you don't even want to watch that shit, bro. But that's a whole generation of kids who were raised obviously badly, bro. Like,
right.
You know, moms is off limits, bro. Moms have always been off limits. Women and children are supposed to be off limits. So when I'm seeing a bunch of kids jumping a mom and her kid, I couldn't believe it, bro. I'm just like, man.
But you live in a generation now where the kids are being told by the parents, like, don't touch my kid, don't discipline my kid, don't do this. When we grew up, it was always to take a village to raise a child.
The whole street could beat your ass before you
get home.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Then your mama beat you.
Then your mama get your ass whipped. You know what I'm saying? So the thing about that is, when you got these kids, they just feel entitled. They can do whatever they want to do because nobody's going to check them. Who's going to check them?
Right.
Just think about it now. When you did something in school, you was acting up, your parents got off in you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And you still got parents around here that will do that. Mm-hmm. But you got a lot of parents that won't do it just because they know the repercussions of what might happen if they do it.
Right.
Because a lot of kids don't went to school and go, oh, I can call the police on my parents.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So once they learn that and use that on a parent, that kind of takes what a parent could do. It takes the discipline away.
Well, I guess I'm going to jail because I'm gonna tap that ass. We don't play them games around here.
That's why I say you still got some parents.
I'm old school.
Right. You know, but that's a lot of what's missing now too. You know what I'm saying? And they'll go, well, that's just y'all being. Like, my daughter first one to tell me that. Oh, that's just you being old, Dad. You know that way of disciplining a child. You don't have to do that.
Well, what do you do? Because some shit don't work.
You go get a dose of this shit.
Yeah. A dose. Yeah. Man, you know what's good? I never beat you, right, Marcus? No, mommy hit you though, right? Yeah. So my kid's pretty good. I ain't had to whoop him. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
but yeah,
I had a girl. I had to get a dose of that thing. You know
so
what I'm talking
now
about?
my daughter just turned 13, so I know it's about to switch up. It ain't gonna be peaches and cream like it used to be. You know what I mean?
Give them a little dose. Let them know, hey man, this thing real. Man.
This thing real, and it hurt.
Yeah, bro.
So the one of the parents of one of the girls who was beating on the mom and the kid, her parents or her mom, and looked like the aunt, had her online apologizing and all that.
And the little girl looked like she wanted to laugh.
Like she wanted to laugh. Like, yo, you ain't even for real, bro. That's what I'm saying, dog. She wasn't taking that shit seriously.
The crazy part
man.
about the little girl, every time the girl go, she say, it's gonna be okay, baby. It's gonna. I'm like, she just beat up a pregnant woman. Bruh. It's not okay.
It's not okay. So that's your. So it's showing you this the parenting, bruh. It's the parenting.
That's exactly what I was just telling you.
Yes, it's the parenting. It always comes back to the
It's gonna be okay, baby. You just beat up a pregnant woman. No, it's not okay.
Man, she should have been firing on her ass as soon as she seen that video.
Man, listen.
This you?
I'm gonna tell you like this. If that would have been my mom and she seen me on the video doing that, the video would have been more than an apology. Oh, it would have been more. It would have been a real show.
A public execution.
And it wouldn't have been me. And it wouldn't have been me apologizing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Man, yeah. So, okay, how do you handle something like that? Because as a parent, right? Like just imagine you seeing that video, and let's say your daughter was one of them people, one of them kids whooping on that lady.
The crazy part about it is, I went through a similar situation like that with my child. But it wasn't for beating up a pregnant woman, but they was, you know how they get the girls be at each other in school. It's crazy because they got into a fight, and my daughter really didn't have nothing to do with it. She was just with the girls that did it, but she had to suffer the consequences
because she was there.
Because she was there with those girls.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. So when that kind of shit happens, it's just really one of those situations as a parent. Is what you kind of tell your child the whole time. You can put yourself in situations that I can't get you out of. It's like if the legal system really came in and really wanted to do something to those kids right now, what could the mom do?
Nothing.
The child put herself in a situation that the mom can't do nothing but sit there and go, okay, all I can do is get you an attorney. Yeah. All I can do is do my best to try to get you out of this situation. But for the most part, her hands are tied as a parent.
Yeah.
Because now your dumb ass just went down there and put yourself in a situation that you can't get yourself out of. That I as a parent, the one that love you the most, can't get you out of.
Right. But that's how you get that reality check too. Because apparently some of these motherfuckers don't understand real consequences.
Well, they gonna get, she's gonna get it once she go down there and she understands. And I'm pretty sure like they'll lock them in a holding cell or something like that. And there's, you know, at some point some kids snap out quick. Like, oh nah, I ain't even going to hang with them no more.
Yeah,
you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Then you got some kids, it's like a badge of honor, like, oh man, I'm real now. I went and did it. And they come back and be even worse.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying?
So, okay, that goes back to what we talked before. Like, since when did going to jail make you a real nigga? Like, you're not even good at crime because you got caught.
When niggas took the context of being a real nigga out of the context. What is a real nigga?
Right.
I always thought of being a real nigga was doing real nigga shit. Was like taking care of your family.
Yes.
Making sure your community was straight.
Yes.
Making sure that if anything was going on around you, you was the person that was the big dog. You was even the OG. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, a real big homie.
We turned all that into some ignorant shit. If you a real nigga now, it's like, oh, I'm a real nigga. I'm a thug. Or I'm the nigga who got the biggest gun on the block. Or I can go kill 4 or 5 people, and I'm the, what they call it, I got the blick on me and all that.
Yeah,
Come
the
on,
switch
bro.
and all that.
I got the switch and all that shit. Like, we turned real nigga into real dummies.
Yeah, yeah. There is a shift though, and I like this. So, have you seen the quarter zip trend on TikTok?
I seen something about it. You know, I'm not. You know, being honest now. You know, I ain't a fashion nigga, so
yeah.
I'm just gonna be honest with you. Like, I seen something about the quarter zips and something else that they brought out at the same time. So, plug me in.
All right. So the quarter zip was like, It's the sweater that zips down like to right here, like a quarter, but you got your button-up shirt on under it. Basically, it's looking like a business professional. It's dressing like a business professional, but it's a lot of black guys, young black guys now, making it a trend to make you look like a business professional instead of wearing like the Nike Tech suits and the Pooh Shiesty masks. This is how you carry yourself. So they're making it a trend. And I think that's such a cool thing because even if I think that's like a lame sweater, like I wouldn't wear that, you know what I'm saying? But I do like the trend of not dressing like a nigga and dressing like a professional or just a young man who, you know, looks like they gonna contribute something good to society.
Man, I swear to God, man, this just me. Like I was saying, I'm not a fashion guy. I just think everybody look the same.
You mean with that or just period?
Just when they say the fashion statement of what's going on now, it's like everybody wears, like back in the day, everybody had their own little thing. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. It's like now, it's like everybody shop at the same store.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like,
I feel like it's always been like that though. You don't think so?
Nah, man. Like, you know, everybody had their own look. Like everybody had their own identity. It's like now, even all the dope boys look the same. Even all the rappers look the same.
Yeah.
Like, everybody, it's like everybody go to DTLR.
Right.
Everybody go to
because they probably do. You know what
everybody
I mean?
go to Athlete's Foot. You know
what
I'm saying? Everybody go to Hibbett's. You know what I'm saying? It's like I used to always say back in the day. I said they were like, "Why you don't go to South Dakota Mall?" Because I know if I go to South Dakota Mall, somebody gonna have that shit on.
Exactly. Some of these clothes be crazy though. Like you be watching like that. You know who's the worst dressed to be? These athletes, niggas. You be watching these niggas when they come before the game.
No,
when
the
they
basketball niggas. No, it's the basketball.
It's not the football niggas. The basketball niggas.
The basketball niggas are crazy.
No, because Debo Samuels looked crazy. Well, he had some.
Yeah, you got one or two of them guys.
Yeah,
but like Steph. What's my man? Stephon Diggs. He every now and then he'll step out there and be looking crazy.
Like, what you got on, bro? But yeah, them basketball
dudes, man. It's like who are they? Who's styling them,
bro? I don't know. That should be looking crazy. A lot should be looking gay too.
I like when they go back to the Iverson days when they used to let them come with the street clothes. You know what I'm saying?
But they stopped that too. Remember
because Iverson went too far.
Yep. All right. So do you remember that time where they was like, even you was on the bench, you had to wear like a suit, like a suit.
Yeah, I remember that.
That was crazy, right? I'm like, y'all took that.
But I think they still do that now. When you out on injury reserve, you have to show up in business attire.
Do they still do that?
I think they still do. I think you just can't show up in a jogging suit or shit like that.
Damn.
You still is a business, a corporation. You still work for a corporate company.
I think that's taking it too far though. We playing sports, Jack. I shouldn't have to have a suit on. It's on the bench.
It's technically sports, but it's actually corporate sports.
Yeah.
Still most of those companies trade on the stock market, all that. You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah, it's big business.
Yeah, so you don't want $1 million piece of property to show up in just jeans and blue in front of everybody.
Damn, so we slaves and the basketball players just $1 million piece of property.
You didn't know that?
When you put it that way. Damn.
I mean, just think about it. That's what the draft is. It's almost like a slave
trade. Ooh, you getting deep, dog. And all the owners is white.
Come on, man. You gotta like my man, you gotta look deeper. You gotta look further.
That third eye opens. You cooking today. Damn, we can't get enough of it, boy. I love it. Niggas is boycotting the NFL, boy. I still watch my sorry ass team every Sunday.
Man, I ain't gonna lie. You know, even when you think about it, man, it's a lot of things that's like that. You just that you got to look further into it to see a lot of stuff that we think is gone. It's still there.
Yeah,
we just not looking at it for what it is.
Yeah. Well, follow the money.
Oh yeah,
follow the money. Okay, so one more thing before we go. I know we got to go, but I do want to touch on people selling their music catalogs. We talking about money. And
$75 million is $75 million.
Exactly. Shout out to Greg Street because he put it great. Yo, bro, you can sell. It don't even have to be your whole catalog. You could do like a certain amount of time, a certain amount of songs for a certain amount of bread, and then go get some more money.
Think about it like this, and I used this analogy the other day. Future sold his catalog, I think, from some year to 2020.
Right.
And then just think about all the records he made since 2020.
Yes.
Since COVID.
Yep.
That's a whole nother bag of publishing that he got. Not even counting the $175 million that he probably got for that publishing that he sold. He got a whole nother catalog that he just built.
So he could do another 75 if he wanted to.
Come on, man. Listen. But the whole question is, why would you sell your publishing and get that type of money, or do you hold on to it?
I think it depends on the person. Like, I think Future's was dope because if you're putting that high output of songs, then yeah, I keep doing it and
well,
run it
to
back.
him, he didn't care. I mean, you got to think by the time he probably sold that catalog, he probably was already working on the second stash of publishing.
Exactly.
You get what I'm saying? So the question is, do you hold on to it? How much value do your masters hold?
Right.
10 years from now, when you got somebody saying, I'm gonna give you 75 to 100 million right now.
I would take the lump sum because I know what I could do with that 75 right now. I don't know what I could do with the what if I get this at some point later on.
Like my man said, what if it was a fifth? We'll all be drunk.
We all be drunk. Well, okay, so my thing is everybody get caught up on that part, but again, I like to follow the money. So if Universal is buying your catalog for $100 million, what do they think it's worth? If they're willing to spend $100 million on your catalog,
that's why I asked. That's the question,
right?
If they're willing to give you $100 million for it right then, is it worth holding on to?
Maybe they can do things with your catalog that you cannot, right?
Most definitely.
You know what I mean? Like a regular artist, you can't really. What you gonna do?
Yeah, I mean, you got to think about it. They own all the rights to what you would do with your music. They could sync it.
Yep.
They could put it. They could do all kind of things. Put it in commercials. I mean, that's like sync like the same thing. But
right.
It's so much stuff that they could do with your music that you, as being filthy, you're only limited to. Yeah, I could put it up online.
Right. They can work your trap better than you can.
Right. But that's the benefit of the label. Sometimes when you hear people keep going, well, no, I wouldn't be signed to a label. Ain't no reason to be signed to a label. Shit, me.
Yeah, they're gonna find that money, man. What?
Listen,
brand
bro,
deals, endorsements.
People keep saying I wouldn't be signed to a label because now this ain't the age to be signed to a label. Yes, I understand the whole independent grind, but if somebody gonna come and foot the bill, bro, right now, and I got a decent record, yeah, I'm gonna take that bread.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take it. Cause let me tell you something. Once I get that bread and I get that other bread that they're gonna spend on the record, I can deal with everything after that. See, what people don't understand about the independent grind is this. Most of those people that you see doing well independently had
major help.
They had major help behind them.
Yep.
And if they not telling you they got major help behind them, they do.
Yeah, they lying.
So just think about how many years everybody thought Dolph was independent. He had Empire the whole time.
Right. Was Empire's putting money behind marketing?
Yes.
So Empire does. Okay.
Empire does. Like Empire made a shift from being a major distributor to a more artist-focused label, more or less. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people that you see Empire do now, they're like artists that's on the Empire label, opposed to being a part of Empire distribution.
So, and there's a difference between distribution
and, you do know that.
And a label, which circles back to the Roc Nation thing.
Right. Because all of those people are still functioning out of that whole distribution, the 80-20 bag. You know, that's why when we was talking about it and we first started talking, you was like, well, it's da-da-da, this and the third. I said, but it's still the whole premise of the distribution. You take 80, the distributor take 20. Mm-hmm. But they're only saying they're taking 15, so they're going to give you 85-15, which is a better deal overall, money-wise, if you're really looking at it from that standpoint.
Right.
But it's a terrible legal contract if you really start looking at what's in it.
Because it ain't going to stay that way. Because they can change
the contract. They can change it, even though they say they're
time.
giving you 15. If you start making money, they can change it and take 20. They can take 30.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's the whole predatorial thing that I was talking about earlier in the contract.
Well, the music business, this ain't nothing new. The music business is a predatory business from day one.
Oh.
From day one. It is built to fuck the artist. That is the way it's designed. And every time that the artists find a way to break free, they move the goalposts.
I don't want to say it was built and designed to fuck the artist.
You don't think so?
Nah. I think you got a lot of greedy ass people in the industry that don't want to let a lot of artists eat, because just think about how many non-talented people that are richer than the people that's talented.
That's a good point.
Just think about how many non-talented people
There's a lot of them
that's in the music business right now that eat better than the actual talent.
Because they're willing to play the game.
Man, listen, that was one of the main reasons why I wanted to get out of the music business and get on that side, because I'm going, shit, they don't do nothing. They make more money than me.
Right.
And I'm the talent.
Doing all the work.
I'm doing all the work.
Yeah.
Man, when I'm sitting there going, I got this record out, this record out, this record out, and dudes that ain't got no records out, that just work at the label, they pulling up in Porsches and Rolls Royces, not Rolls Royces, but Range Rovers and all that type of shit. And I'm going like, I'm doing all the work you know, they reaping the benefit.
Right. Where my goddamn Range Rover?
Where's my Range Rover at? And just think about how many artists it is right now. And I know I'm talking to some producers out there that's sitting there waiting on their money right now, that's dealing with label people that's balling. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
That's part of the game.
Yeah.
Part of the process. You got to play the game. It's just like that post I put up a few weeks ago where the dude said he done the record on Dolce. It was big record.
Oh yeah,
crazy.
He still didn't get the money yet,
and he still hadn't got paid. He's still working at Amazon.
A regular job, yeah.
But the guy who working at the label, he
been got that
steaks. See what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
It's backwards. It's like hurry up and wait for what?
Yep. Yeah, because really in any business, honestly, the boss is supposed to get paid last if it's your company, right? As an entrepreneur, you know that. Like you put
the talent should get paid first because they the product.
Exactly.
Without the product, you don't have anything to sell. So why would you make them be the last on the totem pole to be paid?
Agreed.
Why would they get the least?
Yeah.
That's why I say when you said it was built to fuck the artist, no, it was built. It's built to help the artist and make the artist become rich. But the predatory practices of people that's taking money from the artist is the reason why the music business is not successful. Because you got people that want to be millionaires off of other people's work.
Mm-hmm. That's never gonna change. Greed will always be there.
Listen, man, it's just like this. If you don't know, why would you tell them?
Right. And so some people are just so thirsty to be famous, they don't even be looking at that. They just want to be famous. But famous don't pay the bills.
But see, that's what the industry understands and knows that they can bank on. That just think about how many rappers right now, and I'm being honest, this is real shit. Just think about how many rappers right now that are in deals that's never read their contract.
A lot, most of them. That's why you hear so many sob stories. Rappers, singers, everybody. This shit.
And I promise you, if you really dig deep into the attorneys that a lot of these successful rappers are using, they're tied back to
the label. Yeah, they be going to lunch kiki and shit.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
How I know that? I fell victim to it.
Yeah.
I had it happen to me. So that's why I'm telling you, like a lot of that shit, you got to look deeper.
Get ChatGPT to look at your contract, get in your WAYMO, and go about your business, man.
Yeah, man. Listen, start using these tools, man. Like, and I'm being honest, Phil. Man, we can't be scared. We can't be scared to take that leap of faith to do something new in life.
No, listen, I love AI. I use it all the time, especially I'm in animation. I do all this. But I'm not getting in no car that drive me, and I ain't letting no robot around my kids, man. I just not doing it.
Man, your son over there say he want a robot. I'm with him.
Just because he want one don't mean he gonna get that motherfucker, though. You got to get it in his. When you grow up and get your own money in your own crib, you can have all the robots you want. I'll be old and fucked up by then anyway.
But he give you straight A's. He give you everything you want, and he come home, he say, Dad, all I want is a robot.
He can get some Robux, not a robot.
Oh,
you feel
God.
me? And on that note, nigga. We gone. It's the We Outside Show. We'll see y'all next week, man. Make sure you like, share, subscribe to We Outside Show. Shout out to Live Hip Hop Daily, man. We'll see y'all next week.
All right, peace.